And today, as you know, is a very special day again. We have our wonderful master all the way from India coming to, bless us with her wisdom, with her power, with her experience. I don't need to say so much for her because she's like 20 years into this business of meditation. And, every time she kind of, talks about it, every person wants to listen to her. So without wasting any time, I'd like to welcome on behalf of Cardiff, on behalf of PMC UK, a very, very, very warm welcome to you, Rituji. We are so blessed and honored to have you today evening here. Thank you. Thank you. The forum is all yours.
Thank you, Balraji. Thank you so much. And thank you, dear masters, for joining today. And our energy souls, we are energy souls, as we always like to believe and ourselves and identify with. So today's session is very exciting, full of fun, because it was the heart of the topic that we are covering in the 6 sessions. So dear masters, I will start my PPT. I'll share my screen first. So decoding energy. How do we interpret the energy game in our life? Dear master, you heard it right. We have come to play the game of life. Game because it has goals, rules, regulations, clues, and most of all, it is played for fun. So let's understand what this game is that we have come here to play. The game is that you are put in finite body to play the infinite game of the cosmic potential. And who are the participants? Like, we have ninjas participating in their game. So we are the energy beings who are participating in this game. And energy beings are people when they become conscious that they are energy beings. And how do you know what's your score? If you have reached the highest energy frequency point, which we saw, like enlightenment 1000, peace, and simultaneously every frequency numbers that we have, that's your score. So what is the rule? There are 7 chakras or center of energy, and you have to open all of them fully to be this infinite potential. So what are the hurdles? Well, your memory or identity is erased when you're born, but you have a chip of who you are, which is inside you, which is inserted within you, which is identical to the cosmic chip. But you are tricked with cultural conditioning and ego mind that portrays a fake identity of yours based on what your 5 senses show up. Goal is to reach to the chip within, where you, and live your real truth. What is the prize? Prize is the enlightened life itself. We have also the clue in this game. If you are dissatisfied, disappointed, frustrated with anything against you, know that you have to seek more. So, how is the game sounding like? Interesting or not? I need some answers. Could we get the rules of the games? Hello? Are we all there?
Yes. You can unmute now.
Yes. So everyone can unmute. So did we understand the rules of the game, or should I repeat it? Because
please repeat it.
Please repeat.
Repeat? Okay, I'll go slow again. So the rule of the game is that you are in this finite body, which we think is this physical body, but we have come to play the game of infinite potential. So The game is always, there is a rule to it. There is a hurdles also in the game. But it is a game so that we enjoy it. So therefore, so who are the participants? The energy beings are the participants. And how do we know our score? Our score is the vibrational frequency in which we are operating, whether it is 200, 300, 400, all the emotional vibrational frequency that we saw. So that's our scoreboard. What is the rule of the game? The rule is that there are 7 chakras that we saw. And the idea is to open all these 7 chakras actually to its fullest. And that's why we are here, to open all our 7 chakras. Now, what are the hurdles in this? The hurdle is that when we are born, our memory is erased about our identity. And then we, of course, we grow with our conditioning of our surroundings. But you know what? Though our identity is removed, there is a chip inserted inside us, within us, which is programmed, whose program matched to the program of the cosmic world, our Brahman. So, as we said, we are part of this Brahman. So, of course, this chip, the game is to find the chip inside us, which is within us. This chip is inserted within us, which we are saying is enlightened energy. And this enlightened energy is nothing else but the very nature of the infinite potential, the Brahman. But we are put in this finite body with these 5 senses. Whatever we have seen this world with our 5 senses and found it to be the truth so far is actually the illusion, what we say. But our real truth is inside us, and we have to actually find that. That's the game. You are shown outside, but you'll find your answers inside. So that's the game. That's where you have to reach, right? The game has to have some thing. So, and of course, and that's, so to what is the clue? If we ever are in our lives stressed, disappointed, frustrated, then know that you are not searching in the right direction. You have to realign yourself. And so now this game which we have come to play here, there is a secret to play it well, which I will now share, which will now begin. So I'll again start with my screen sharing. Life is about management of this energy. And another clue is that where you place your attention is where you place your energy. So coming to the main goal of this, the main goal of this game is to know the truth, the enlightened energy. Friends, enlightened energy we know is within us. If we reach and open, we will enter the realm of infinite possibility. If we understand our enlightenment, this energy, this programming which we have inside us, if we happen to understand this, this will open the entire realm of infinite possibility for us. If we know it is all, but if we know, if we don't have to search it outside, because now we know that it is inside us, then where is the struggle? Why are we not reaching there? What is the struggle? Let me tell you, it is the most simple thing. And we are ready to find it in just any moment. When great masters, like Osho, Buddha, what they said is what Osho said, when I was enlightened, I laughed. I really uproariously laughed, seeing the whole absurdity of trying to be enlightened. The whole thing was so ridiculous that because it is nothing to be, seek outside or seek also. There is no efforts required to find enlightenment. It is already there within. It is our nature. Even Gautam Buddha said the same. He said, I had put so much efforts to seek to the extent of dying. Then I left. I was fasting. I was punishing my body just to find the real truth. I was punishing this body to punish my 5 senses so that I come to know about this enlightened energy. But at the end, I left that also because I was dying. Then just while sitting under the Bodhi tree in a relaxed state, it just occurred. It just happened. The enlightenment just happened to me after leaving those efforts. So this definitely is a very simple thing. Perhaps for us, seeing all the struggles our great masters have done, we feel it is not a very easy thing for us. But Patricia said that one person's hard-won enlightenment is everybody else easily attainable at enlightenment. So the hurdle is getting beyond our body. To find enlightenment is easy, but what is the hurdle? The hurdle is to get beyond our identity as this body, and whatever is there in our environment we have been fed with. Let's decode this. If we get enlightened about this, that how do we get beyond our body, then enlightenment is already our nature. So friends, let us understand. You can see the two states, the state of survival and the state of thriving. There are two bodies. The body is as energy and the body as matter. The first 3 chakras in the survival state, that is our root, sacral, and the solar plexus, are related to our physical body and the survival in this planet. If we do not rise our energies to the second dimension, so there are 2 dimensions. The first dimension has these 3 chakras, which are related to the survival. And the second dimension is our relationship with the whole existence, the cosmic, the Brahman, and everything. But if we are stuck in these 3 chakras of survival, then that means that we are in a stress mode. We are only every day coping with our daily stresses of different kinds. So we can see the situation now that if we are stuck in these 3 chakras, it is difficult to move to the second dimension. So definitely we have to ask ourselves how to rise above these 3. This is going beyond what I'm saying, the physical body, the identity, and the environment, which stops us to go one or unite with the extinction, the existence, the universe, the Brahman. And if we are only struggling in our survival, you can see our energies are draining, shrinking. While in the thriving state, when all our chakras are open, our energy field is extending up till the whole existence or environment it can go. There is no limit to it. So what is this that we are not able to reach to? What is already inside us, that chip I'm talking about, which will open all the chakras fully? It is, my dear friends, we are buried under our cultural conditioning and ego mind. Remember, these are the two blocks which are not helping us to reach till our enlightened level. Cultural conditioning means we are labeling everything. For example, to marry at this age, to have children, and so many cultural conditioning we have that we label everything between good or bad. And what is this ego mind? This ego mind is nothing but our identity with me, a sense of, I, the presence of I, me, myself, mine, our attachment to that. And this ego mind has the nature of seeking a lot of attention. So it always keeps us involved in problems. We will see that very soon. But what I want to also come to is that we have to understand that ever since we were born, we knew the wrong truth. That was the wrong side we were facing ever since we were born. And it was not intentional by our parents or our people who have surrounded us. Even they have followed they faced like the wrong direction of the truth. And this is what we also gathered. And I think the fundamental flaw which happened to find something which is within us already was facing the wrong direction of truth. So when I say that, it's just a matter of turning around, to face the right side of the truth. But it is so important now to understand that why this cultural conditioning or ego mind is not what is making our life, how is it shrinking our life. David Hawkins says that the world statistics of vibrational frequency is 210, while the 85% consciousness level of the world of the people living are below 200. So you can see, if you remember that 200 was the level of courage, we said anything below that, any emotions below that has a shrinking mode of frequency, while anything above is what we have to play on in our life. The world statistics is 210, in which the 85% people have the consciousness level which is below 200. And this is very big matter of concern. So we have to contribute positively. We all have to contribute positively to raise our vibration to the state of thriving, so that we take the collective vibrational frequency of the world forward. Our true self, my dear friends, is buried under what I said, the cultural conditioning and ego mind. So what is this ego mind? Ego mind is the voice in our head, which we, if not aware, will think ourselves as the thinker. We will associate ourselves to our thought. So, and this sense of I is very dangerous, because there is no harm in living life the way we all are living. It's not the point here which can be mistaken is that should I earn money? Is it right to earn money? Is it right to live nicely? Is it right to, wear nice clothes? It's not about the only difference here is the only difference here is the word mind. You live in a house and not a problem, but this is my house, this is my child, he said this to me, I was really hurt, it was a good day for me. This is a problem, that we label good, bad, and this label is the language of our ego mind, which which separates this I-ness, my-ness, more than, must have, not enough. It creates a sense of separateness, which creates suffering. So ego always needs some problem. Though it is clever, but it is not intelligent, because it always keeps us in stress. It doesn't allow us to see beyond things that, just from the point of view of I. And there is this uneasiness, restlessness, boredom, anxiety. If things are going according to you, no problem. But anything against you, the ego will. Against means nothing is against you in life, but what you have thought and it is not matching to that your idea, then there is uneasiness, restlessness, boredom, anxiety, dissatisfaction, and always a complaining and resentment attitude. And what are we achieving from that? Only stress, and only then getting stuck in the cycle of, I will not say life, but the cycle of survival. So this is, my dear friends, ego mind, and we have to listen, we have to understand, we have to identify with the voice that is in our head. Therefore, I will stop my screen, and very interesting concept that Patrice sir has taught us to come out of this ego mind. If many of you have learned it, it is, I will open my video. It is the Baba concept. It looks like this. So let me revisit how Patrice sir explained us. This is the physical body. You see, we say I have nature's call. This is our emotional body. This is like a ring finger. This is our mental body. This is our soul. This is our spirit body. We call, hey, you come here. This is your identification of you. And this is the Paramatma, the Brahman, the God. And the soul is always connected to the source, the God, the Brahman, what we call. Now, what is the gap to reach physical body to its spirit? Thought and emotions are the obstruction. So if we surrender this thought and emotion to this Brahman, that when we meditate, we drop our thoughts, we drop our things, and then there is no difference between the soul and the physical body. This thought and this emotion, we have to surrender and make it the egocentric consciousness, the cosmocentric consciousness, not the egocentric consciousness. And then this physical and the spirit has become one. And this is what we will see further now. Again, I am sharing my screen. So this is the ego mind and the conditioned culture that we have of how the thing should be done. And this is the only way to live life. So if we move ahead, now this kind of thought, as I'm saying that we are facing in the wrong direction, has been put in our mind for right from our childhood. It has become like so strong belief system inside us. It is occupying like 95% of our subconscious mind, and subconscious mind is the mind where we actually automatically and maximum time of the day operating from there, because brain needs a lot of energy. It cannot run only in the conscious state of mind every time. So it has this subconscious which works for it. And in this subconscious, our whole outlook is outside. We are every day dealing with survival energy. We are getting affected with things that is not going our way. And we are only moving in that cycle. So if we do not change this subconscious programming of ours, then the past will also carry forward in the future. So all we have to is the present moment. And in this present moment, how do we create this future is also what we are going to discuss. So when I came to understand this, the time I realized, I called my children in the room and I said to them, so what is the purpose of your life? So my younger one said, my purpose of my life is to be happy. You see, these days they see a lot of reels and all these things. I said, no, your purpose of life is not happiness. You are already happiness. You're already a happy being. Your happiness is not the end result. You are a happy being, and you're all that we discussed, the vibrational frequency, which is 200 and above. That is not your end result. That you can very well create inside you, no matter what. So this, I want to tell my child from today that this is not you are living your life for, that you have to achieve happiness. You are already a happy being. So my dear friends, what do we have to do to make our future, to change this subconscious that we have built from our childhood, the truth, the definition of truth that we have, which is limiting us, which is only making us finite and not allowing us to go to the super conscious, infinite consciousness where all the fun will begin. So we have to, what do we have to do? We have to get out of our way. We have to get beyond our guilt, our suffering, our fear, our frustration, our resentment, our unworthiness, everything which are the destructive energy. We have to literally cross this. We don't have to sit down and erase it, because as we say that when there is, how do you take away the darkness? By switching on the light. You don't have to erase the darkness. If you put the light, it will automatically get bright. So we don't have to, only thing we have to focus is to reprogram ourselves to this, to the consciousness which is in the left hand side, the enlightenment, the peace, joy, love, reasons, acceptance, willingness, neutrality, and courage. Friends, these are our creative energy. This is the real truth. This is the enlightenment. When, our ego mind only, when do we feel guilt? If I clear this exam, I will be happy. We have put conditions. All our life we have put conditions, and I told my son, there is no condition to what you're doing. Please enjoy, be in this state of courage, neutrality, willingness, acceptance, reason, love, joy, peace, enlightenment. This is your only options. These are unconditional. This is your true nature, and there is no problem. Then you live the game of your life, where you want to master, what you want to do in your life. You're just doing for fun, for yourself. The purpose is not happiness. The purpose is now to live life the way you want to express, as a footballer, as a businessman, as a doctor, as whatever way you want to express yourself. Just do it, because you don't have anything in stake. It will not be that if you do not get married, it will be, unhappy thing. If if you call, if there is any mistake you have done, you will be sad. There is no such conditions to your very important creative energies. This is, my dear friends, that is why Osho laughed, because Buddha also, and many ancient, saints who had sacrificed so much And when they understood that it is only this energy, this creative energy, which we were searching outside, but which we can create inside, which is there inside, which is our true nature, because this is the program which match to your Brahman. If we can always, in every situation, especially the situation which goes against us, and we accept it, we see it without any label that it happened good with us or bad with us, and we have the courage to go on with life, and we have our love, peace, joy, and enlightenment uncompromised. That is what the source, the Keval Gyan is. Only this is very important. Buddha said that when they found this, they said, why was this effort there? There was no need of effort. There was no need of seeking, because it is already inside me. But he said, of course, seeking was important, but because it brought me to the door of enlightenment. And when I reached the door, when it occurred, suddenly I realized what I was seeking. What was this effort for? This is already inside me, and this is only where I have to focus in my life. My ego is making the others, taking me to the other side. The realization of I, me, myself is taking me to guilt, suffering, fear, frustration, stress. Everything is as it should be, like we saw in our slide where Osho says that everything is as it should be, whether it is going the way I want, or whether it is going the way which is different from what I want. But it is as it should be. That feeling that everything is perfect, that feeling which is always there, steady inside you, whatever ups and downs happen outside, which you can sense with your 5 senses, but within, everything is steady, everything is accepted. This was realized by our great souls, and the path is within. It is nothing. Inside you is all your powers. It is where you can control things. And this, in every situation, just live the real truth. This is the real truth. So, how do we reach from this past to the new future? How do we take away all our unconditioning? As I said, we cannot take away our conditioning by erasing it. Only what is, we have to light the real truth, those map of those creative energies inside us is what we have to light 24 hours unconditionally within us. So, my dear friends, a new energy that we have to bring in has to have an elevated emotion, because right now our energy level is, it will not, the energy level should be such that it empowers the pain, the sadness that we have inside us. So it is fun to live life with the elevated emotion. Whatever is in the left hand side, which is the intention, which is the thought that you want to manifest in your life. For example, there's one example given here, that work from anywhere in the world, make the same amount of money or more, contracts for 6 months to a year, love what I do, be my own boss and lead my own team, and replace it with whatever things you want to manifest. Trust me, in the right hand side, the elevated emotion is the same. It is empowerment, it is gratitude, it is love with life, it is freedom, it is being grateful. Because this is the vibrational frequency that you will live, and when you will live this vibrational frequency, the universe will do nothing but to hand it to you. And how much do we know what is right for us? There is much more bigger truths which will take us to the place we intend to be. So pray as though everything depends on God, and work as though everything depends on you. How you think, how you feel creates your state of being. And this is how we will move from the past and make a new future that you want. If we continue with the same level of conditioning or same ego mind, if we do not understand that, then there is no change from our past. We will live the same life every day. And if you want to live a very enlightened life that is full of energy, then you have to live your life within and just project it outside. So the creator has to be inside and the creation is outside. What inner world that you make is what you will express outside. If the inner is pleasant, the outside will, no matter what, will be present. There is no other option. And in this, the new future will be able to channelize our creative energy. So what will happen then with this enlightened, with this elevated emotions, if we start living all time? And remember, till you achieve it, till you achieve your intentions, you have to keep this elevated emotion. You do not have to doubt it. This is the only truth. This is Keval Gyan. This, again, I'm saying, going back to our creative energies. Only this, if you're able to follow unconditionally in your life all the time, and if you do you reprogram yourself, the reprogram will take time. The habit will need to develop. It will take time, and you have to bring it to this subconscious level of yours, the program, which is the creative energy. Then what will happen is, in your first chakra, which is the root chakra, you will feel safe and secure. And the creative energy will evolve and flow up to the second chakra, the sacral chakra, where you will learn to master some limitations and also overcome some conditions of the environment. You will overcome. And then the creative energy will rise to the third chakra, which is the solar plexus, where we have the opportunity to feel more whole, more free, and more satisfied. And then we will enter the second dimension. We have come over our survival cycle, and now we are entering our second dimension, which connects us to the field which we cannot see from these two eyes. They are infinite possibilities, and this field is much, much, much larger than what just the physical boundaries of us. Imagine how big the cosmic world is and where we are. Even Earth is just a point before this whole universe. So where are we, and what we are losing if we are only visiting the cycle of survival? So the second dimension will begin, and you will go to your fourth chakra and feel the genuine love for self and others. Then the creative energy will evolve and rise to the fifth center, where we will want to express our story, our present truth, what we have learned, or the love and wholeness that we feel. Then this creative energy would rise to the sixth center, where the dormant areas of the brain will open up, so that the veil of illusion is lifted and we perceive the broader spectrum of reality than we ever saw before. We still need to see, and there is no limit to it, something which we can see beyond our five senses. This evolves our energy up on the seventh chakra, where the body moves more in harmony and balance. And our external environment also moves into harmony and balance. And then the vision, the dreams, the insights, the manifestations, and knowingness comes from within and from greater power in and around us. I'm not. Existence only remains. We will fade, and all that will remain is the existence. This, dear master, is the only reality, is what we call the Keval Gyan. I will go back again. This is the enlightened energy our masters speak, but it has to have come in our experience. We will wait when it will happen and strike, oh yes, my reality is in my hand. What am I seeking outside? Whatever be the situation. For example, I am an entrepreneur and there is an investment going on in my company and I'm waiting for the result. Now, if it was earlier Ritu, then she would have been really tensed and really bothered. And what will be the result? Anxious, worried, and waiting for, her emotions would have been all up and down. Today, this Ritu is very happy, is in the state of elevated energy. Whatever be the result, I have played my game. But I live in my consciousness, which is within me and which the reality of which I always create, and it is in my hand. So I have no realms about what the result would be. I only know now this is the situation, what I have to do next. There is no labeling of this has happened good or this has happened bad. It is the game I'm playing outside. Now I have not to bothered about the results. I am bothered only what is the best I can do. And I know the best I can do is to be in the elevated level of energy, enjoy my life so that I attract the best. This is the best option I have. This, my dear friend, is so blissful. It is a paradise. It is heaven to live in this state of being. So this is enlightened energy. If we have any questions, we can take that and then go for our meditation. Yes, Rituji.
I have a question, Rituji.
Yes.
What I understand state of being and enlightenment and everything, but it questions me. Yes, as a society, as a mother or as a teacher, am I doing justice to everyone? Because I understand I am happy, but I born and I brought up with certain rituals or beliefs. So to unplug those beliefs, it is very difficult because that what I have been conditioned to and I have set up. But now suddenly I say, no, from now onwards, I understand what enlightenment is, what God is. Suddenly, I'm talking about, I didn't have so much respect for atheist people. And I was thinking they are egoistic people. But now, after this listening and, into spirituality, I think they are the best people because they do not, do any condition. My God is better or your God is better. They are living, they do everything and they respect people. So now how do we draw the line in the society and what changes I need to bring to myself so I can give happiness to other? For example, let's say I'm a teacher and if a child is not doing work, I say, no, this is not the right thing. You need to work hard. You need to do this. I'll and that creates unhappiness. And I get frustrated also when child is not getting, because for me, the duty, the dharma, the righteousness is he or she has to do his work. When he's not doing it, this is my duty to correct. Now, if the child free will is not to work, not to study, so where am I wrong or the child is wrong? Where do I need to draw the line?
Yeah. So, Rituji, as you said, where to draw the line. So we have to understand how this, energy works. If we have to, if it's energy is a very big, there are few clues, as I said. One is, if it is making you, if it is bringing you to the level of frustration or is stressing you, then no. How can I pass the same message in a right way? Because of course your role, as I said, you are here as a teacher. You have to affect, but there is a lot of patience probably required, and that patience, then frustration, and it is somewhere we have to draw the line, that we have to tell the child that this is good for you and this is what is expected of you and why it is expected of you. Maybe we can speak with the parents, this is what is required. But after that, even checking every day, have you done today? Maybe today also he has not done it. Next day, have you done it? But we cannot lose ourselves. We cannot lose our frustrations, because there is the frustration that because you want to prove, oh, I am a teacher and I want to do good thing too, and I want to, change his life. Sometimes they say, even with your own child, all you can do is tell them, explain your point of view, but they are not your child. They are also a human being. They have come to learn. They will find if they want to take it or not. And many times, maybe if they have not taken, being also your own child, they have not understood with your advice, because people say they don't understand with advice, but sometimes they understand more with the life lessons, the life experiences teach them. So we definitely have to know our boundaries, that everything we cannot make it possible, that sometimes, we go overboard to make our role that probably we go to the level of shrinking energy. If you are frustrated, then that frustration will also be transferred to the child also in some way or the other. And then it will lose the whole purpose of what we wanted to achieve.
Right.
If you're frustrated and it is bringing the result, the outcome that the child has really, sometimes, yes, it really giving you the result, then yes, then I think what he has learned with that anger is bigger than your anger. So, we've also heard that birds actually, they leave their, the chicks, or, make them fly. They just, because it is good for them. So, ultimately it depends on what the outcome is being achieved, or is it just ending up with our frustrations. And if it is so that outcome is not getting achieved with our behavior, then we have to leave it at a point, but not going to the extent of frustration. Explanation, yes, but not frustration. And also about, because somewhere there is it lack of patience that I have to finish it in this much time, because the enlightened energy or that space is beyond time, is beyond the environment, is beyond that ego mind. But in the outer world, what the life goes is, it is time bound, and it is this, such this thing.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rituji. Thank you.
Yeah. Any more questions? Or we will go for the meditation now. So I will request all the enlightened souls to just sit comfortably. And in your very comfortable position, close your eyes, relax, Drop all your thoughts. Your mind is fully relaxed. It is in the present moment. Cut yourself from the past, from the future, and be in this present moment. All your muscles in your forehead is relaxed. All your muscles around your eyes are relaxed. Your face muscles are fully relaxed. You have a beautiful smile in your face. Your shoulders, your neck, fully relaxed. Both your arms, just release all the tension, make it light, relax. Your upper body, fully relaxed. Both your legs are relaxed. Each and every muscles of your body are fully relaxed. Feel a deep sense of happiness in your heart chakra. See the beautiful moment as you're breathing in and out. Immerse all the blissfulness in this moment. Just the best state of being, of experiencing this moment in the most elevated form. You're going deeper and deeper with the sense of this blissfulness and only blissfulness, with full state of relaxed being. Feel the abundance. Feel the blissfulness. Feel gratitude. Feel total freedom. You are a free being. Reach to the space of this enlightenment within you. And feel empowered with the unconditional love just love, joy, nothing else but love. A deep sense of gratitude for the beautiful life, for all the things you're thankful about. And spread this love, this gratitude to areas surrounding you. Spread this love in the space around your body. Your mind fully relaxed. Spread your energy field of love to space in the room you're sitting. Spread this energy field of love and extend your awareness to the vastness of space beyond the room. In your sitting. Just spread freely this field of your energy to your country you're living in right now. Spread your vastness and this loving energy field to the continent you're living. Submerge yourself in this love feeling, love energy, unconditional, and extend your space of vastness to the whole world, to the earth. With full body loose and relax. Come out of the space of your body and extend further to the universe, to the whole cosmos. Become one with this existence. Go beyond. Remain in this field of existence. As this is your potential. Remain here till we meet next. And just return to your body to express yourself, the infinite potential through you from this finite body of expression. Slowly rub your hands and open your eyes. So, dear masters, next Wednesday we will take a break because of Diwali, and we will join back next session after skipping one Wednesday, the next Wednesday. And then we will see, of course, it is not a one-day process, but it is always we have to be conscious. Whenever we are falling in the conditioned mind space, that of frustration or of any the emotion that we saw, which is coming from the ego mind, know that this is not the real you. Come to your real self. And there is no boundaries. Always remember, whatever is happening outside is a drama. It is fun. It is how you go to the movie and look and know a story. And some come back to that, what is always the true nature of yourself. With this, I will see you next to next Wednesday. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rituji. Thank you very much for this wonderful evening today. And I'm sure every person who's witnessed today has experienced that inner joy. There's a very famous saying by a very great master. He always says this: the kingdom of joy is within you. So let us, cherish those wonderful moments with you. And thank you once again on behalf of Cardiff and on behalf of PMC UK. And once again, Divine Masters, on behalf of PMC UK, I'd like to wish all of you a wonderful, prosperous Diwali. May the diyas that you light outside for a change, you start igniting them within yourself, And there is something which I read today, which says that when you're finally ready to heal and create the biggest positive shift of your life, you will begin to see everyone as your teacher, especially those that trigger you. So with this wonderful, thought, let us say a final goodbye to Rituji for this wonderful evening session. And thank you to Leela sir for putting this live on PMC UK. And on behalf of PMC UK, thank you. Have a wonderful Diwali, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you
Rituji.
so much.
Thank you very much. And have a good Diwali.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Happy
you.
Is there,
Diwali.
Rituji,
Yes.
is there
Yes.
a book that I can read on what you have been sort of teaching us
Yes.
today?
So I have an e-copy of this book. I have got a Xerox. This is mirror image, Becoming Supernatural. This is a path. This book is scientific. And I would share it, the e-copy with Rijuji, who can share with the participants today. This is written by Dr. Joe Dispenza. And it is a wonderful book, my dear friends. Maybe this 2 weeks and slowly I would recommend everyone to read this book. And when we now, from what we did today, from that creative energy perspective, if that is the true nature of us, if you now start hearing all our masters, because all our masters is what they are doing is only bringing us to this creative energy of us, you would start relating to, they are saying the same thing. They are saying us come out of that outworld that will always have polarity, that will always have two sides, rhythm, good, bad, always the cycle will continue. You have to rise above that by focusing within you these creative energies. So this book I will send Rijuji to you and also Balraji. So maybe this can be shared.
Okay,
Yeah, surely,
thank you.
surely. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rituji. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ritu. Happy Diwali.
Thank you, Rituji.
And thank you,
Thank you,
Rituji.
Rituji.
Thank you, Rituji, for your hosting of the sessions, which I had to do it on your behalf today. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.